type. Let me also advise you, today is not the day of the trial, so you do not need to tell us what did or did not occur regarding your case. No one's going to be found guilty or not guilty today. That's not the purpose of this hearing. So whatever you would like to say about your arrest, any defenses you have, any explanations you have, should not be shared with me in open court. They should be conveyed to your attorney in a private meeting after this hearing. Now, if you have a private attorney, when you're called up, let me know who that is. We'll contact your attorney and let them know that you're in court. So when I call out your name, you just step forward. Now, at some point, I may call 3 at a time. When I do that, just have 3 people line up, and we'll move everybody along pretty quickly. So if you have a violation of probation, you're going to see your judge in the next 2 or 3 days, all right? So I think that's it. Which case are you on right there? Yeah, I see it. Antonio Mateo. Hey, good morning, sir. You have some people here on your behalf. You've been charged with aggravated battery causing harm. Allegedly, you punched out a coworker and cracked his jaw. That's the allegation. Court's going to find probable cause. Not you, Mr. Mateo, just the people here. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir, I do.
Put your hand down. Ma'am, right up front here in the green top, tell us your name.
My name is Celia Mateo.
Okay, how do you know Mr. Antonio Mateo?
He's my brother.
Okay, thank you. And your name?
Carmen Montano.
How do you know Mr. Mateo?
He's my fiance.
Okay. Now, how long has Antonio lived here in South Florida?
In South Florida his whole life.
Okay, and does he have children here?
He does. He has 2 children.
2 children. How old are they?
One is 3 and the other one is 15.
Does he own his own home?
No, he does not.
Okay, and does he own any land or property here in South Florida? No, okay. Does he, what kind of work does he do?
He does have a job. He works for an electrical contracting company. He's a foreman.
Okay, and does he financially support his children?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and, all right, so that's good. Okay, okay. Does he have a private attorney?
He will have one.
Does he have one right now, though? No, okay. Mr. Mateo, how much money would you say you have in the bank?
I got no money in the bank right now, sir.
Got
I
it.
pay child support, and I got a lot of bills. I live week to week, sir.
I understand. Does he have a criminal record?
This is significant criminal history. 17 prior Eric Linder on behalf of the state, Your Honor. 17.
Boy, this is loud.
Hector, could you hit the mute button, please? It's really loud over there. Thank you. 17 prior felony convictions, 11 prior misdemeanor convictions. He's been to state prison 2003 out of Dade County for burglary of a structure, 8-year state prison, 01 grand theft between $20,000 and $100,000, burglary of an occupied dwelling, 8-year state prison. He's been classified as a career offender in the state of Florida. One moment, Judge. Most recently out of state prison, 2012.
Got out of prison 2012?
2012. One moment, Judge. Resisting without violence, grand theft from a dwelling out of Dade, 98. Attempted strong arm robbery, burglary, aggravated battery, resisting without violence, criminal mischief, burglary, credit card theft, grand theft, attempted grand theft auto theft, leaving the scene of an accident where there was an injury. This is all one case, by the way, Your Honor. And that was out of North Bay Village in 1995.
All right, so, all right. Any contact with the alleged victim?
It's not,
Okay.
we don't,
Anything else you want to say? What do you do for work, ma'am?
Pardon?
Are you working?
I do work.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What type of work do you do, ma'am?
I am an office manager at a electrical contracting company as well.
Okay, and what do you do, ma'am?
I'm a title clerk for TCI, I'm a manager. He lives with me, and I have my own apartment and everything.
All right.
You know, I would note, while I have not had contact with the alleged victim, I think it is worth noting, Your Honor, this is a file case. It's not a matter of an officer taking a report, making an arrest. This has been investigated, and the case filer from our office made a determination based on that sworn statement filing the charge.
Okay. I'm going to...
May I say something?
Go ahead, ma'am.
He did not even know that there was a court date. He didn't miss a court date.
Oh, I'm not accusing him of
Okay.
that.
Okay,
I'm
he's not a
accusing him.
flight risk at all. He never has been a flight risk. He
Okay.
does have a job that he needs to get to. He does have a lot of financial responsibilities.
Understand. I'm going to set his bond today at $6,500 based on his lengthy criminal record, the facts of the case, the damage done to the alleged victim. I do note for the record also, Antonio Matau has been known as Antonio Bassanes, Antonio Calderon, Raul Piera, Antonio Passanez. He's been known as Antonio Cabrera and Antonio Matzo. So he's got quite a few names he's used over the years. He's got a lengthy criminal record. He's gone to prison at least, a couple times probably?
They were concurrent sentences, but it was for
Right.
2 different cases.
I'm going to order that he has no contact directly or indirectly. I don't even know the name of the alleged victim, do you?
Your Honor, just give me one moment.
Yes, sir. That's a given.
That's fine.
No contact with the alleged victim, and you're not allowed to possess any guns or weapons. Obviously, you're a convicted felon, so that goes without saying. Hold on one moment. We're going to get the name of the alleged victim.
David Bass.
David Bass. No contact directly or indirectly with David Bass. You got to stay 500 feet from him at all times. Thank you. Thanks for coming
so
in.
much, Your Honor. We appreciate it.
Parties,
Good luck.
and you do a search on the case number. And
Missy Nicole Venditti.
Here, let's.
Nicole Venditti.
Stick right here, so we just keep one pile. No. After we finish the case, stick
Got
right
it.
here.
Hey there, Miss Venditti, you have an out-of-state hold. You're wanted out of New York on a theft matter. You're going to be held without bond. You'll see your judge in the coming days regarding extradition. All right, ma'am? Thank you. All right, we have at Central Mr. McLawrence. Mr. McLawrence, what can I do for you? Turn on that mic there. There you go.
The next person you're about to call is Jennifer Stevens.
Yes.
She's on page 2 of your docket.
Miss Jennifer Stevens.
She's over at North Broward, Judge.
Got it.
My office was already wrong, but the clerk's office has it as Mr. Odom. But nonetheless, Judge, she's here on a KPS on a possession of drug paraphernalia. It was a glass pipe.
What would your client like to do today? Would she like to resolve it?
I'm sure she would, Judge. That was her position last time.
Ms. Jennifer Stevens, you have your attorney. He's just in a different courtroom, but he's involved through closed-circuit TV. He tells me you'd be interested in pleading no contest, resolving it, and I'll let you out of jail with time served. Is that how you want to handle it? Yeah, well, unless there's some other matter holding you, but on this case, you'd be done. Ma'am, do you understand if you plead no contest, your case is over with? You're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. Your lawyer's not going to work on the case and defend you anymore. It's wrapped up right now. The clerk's office is going to send you a bill in the mail. Do you understand that? Okay. How do you plead to 1 count of possession of paraphernalia?
No contest?
I'm going to accept that or withhold adjudication, and I'll assess the minimal court cost. I wish you the best. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
All right. What else do you have, Mr. McLawrence?
Judge, on page 7 of the docket, there's Andre Lambert. He's here in main jail with me, Judge.
Okay, let me find it here. I've got it. Mr. Andre Lambert, you are charged with possession of paraphernalia. How would you like to handle this, Mr. McLawrence?
Judge, Mr. Lambert would like to resolve it. He has a part-time job he'd like to get back to.
That's fine.
He's indigent, Judge. He's unable to afford his own attorney. Would like me to represent him.
All right, sir. Sir, can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No, sir.
Do you have any money in the bank?
No, sir.
Do you own land or property in South Florida?
Unfortunately, no, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll appoint Mr. McLawrence to represent you. Mr. McLawrence, the court's willing to allow him just to plead no contest, get him no time served, and let him get out of jail today, all right?
Yes, Judge. That's what he wants.
Okay, Mr. Lambert, do you understand when you plead no contest, your case is over with today? You're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. Your attorney is not going to work on your case or defend you after this hearing. It's wrapped up, and all we'll do is send you a bill in the mail. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor. Thank you.
How do you plead to one count of paraphernalia, sir?
No contest.
I'll withhold adjudication. I'll take judicial notice of the time you've been in jail, assess the minimal court cost, and I wish you the best. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. What else do you have, Mr. McLawrence?
Judge, on page 8 of your docket, there's Zachary Stander. He's here in the main jail as well.
Okay.
Always start with the most recent.
Mr. Stander,
If you're going to be reading off of here, go by this. What do you say? Just go by this. Go by one.
Mr. Stander,
Yes.
you've been charged with 7 counts of petty theft, 1 count of resisting arrest, another count of resisting arrest, and count 10 is a warrant on a municipal ordinance violation for theft. Now, are you already Yeah. Okay, well, it reflects you have a warrant for failing to show up in court. Now,
Significant for bond purposes.
Mr. McLawrence, have you
Yes, Judge.
have you already been appointed to represent Mr. Stander on count 10?
No, Judge, I have not.
Mr. Stander, let me ask you a question. Are you currently employed?
No, sir. I'm a disabled adult.
Okay, and do you get a check from the government?
My father has a power of attorney. I don't know what I received, but I do know that I received disability.
Do you have any money in the bank?
My father is my power of attorney. I am unaware.
Okay, and do you own land or property?
No, sir.
Do you have any means to hire your own attorney, financial means?
Not that I know of.
Would you like me to give you a free attorney today to represent you on your municipal ordinance violation?
Please, sir.
So I'm going to appoint Mr. McLawrence. Now, do you want me to go ahead and appoint the state public defender on this also? Would you like do you want me to give you a public defender on the state charges, sir?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm going to appoint the state public defender on the other charges. So you're fortunate you have 2 fine attorneys representing you today. Now, I'm going to find probable cause to each and every count. Let me ask, State, does he have a criminal record?
One moment, Judge. Gonna need his BCCN number.
Hold on. It is 851923.
As far as Broward, there was an arrest in 2015 for a theft.
Do you know what happened to that?
Checking that right now.
Mr. Sanders, is your father going to bond you out of jail?
I assume so, but I do not have any idea.
Okay.
Judge,
All right.
we have his father's number. I'll call him as soon as I get out of here.
He got a withhold on the theft, and is this here on a warrant?
Yes, for
Okay.
theft.
Okay, then I saw that there was a warrant, but I wasn't sure if it was on this case or something else.
Okay. Sir, you have a prior theft from 2015. You failed to show up in court in 2010 on a theft. So, anybody want to chime in on anything?
Well, Judge,
What's
as
it?
far as speaking with Mr. Stander, as he informed me, he's on disability. He's been residing in our community his whole life. He's 33 years old. He's graduated from Weinbaum High School class of 2002. I believe there are issues that our office has to look into. His father handles all of his affairs. Judge, my understanding is he has financially, he doesn't know anything as far as whether or not he has money in the bank. He's going to rely on his father to help post his bond. He gave Mr. McLawrence and I both his father's phone number. We'll try and contact him. So at this time, Judge, we'd be asking you to leave the standard monetary bonds in place.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take into consideration you have a prior theft, you have a theft on a warrant, You didn't show up in court, and now you allegedly have stolen from two different places in the same shopping mall. I'm going to set your bond on count 1 at $1,000. I'm going to release you ROR on count 2 through count 9, but count 10 will remain at $500 on the municipal ordinance case. All right, sir? You can bond out, but I'm going to order you're not allowed to go back to the Coral Ridge Mall property. You can't step foot on the mall property that has the Target, the Publix. You're not allowed to go there. All right, sir? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Lastly, there's on page 9, Christopher Di Gregorio.
Okay. Which?
With me, Judge. At the jail.
Okay. I got it right here. Okay, Mr. Di Gregorio. So you have a warrant on a municipal ordinance for theft, and court does find probable cause. Do we have a criminal record on Mr. Di Gregorio?
Just need the number, Judge.
BCCN is 884555.
There he is. He's turned around.
Let me ask you, have you already been appointed on this case, Mr. McLawrence?
No, Judge, but in speaking with Mr. Di Gregorio, Judge, he's currently not working. He doesn't have enough funds to hire his own lawyer. He asked me if I would represent him. He told me he has no priors, Your Honor. He would otherwise qualify for the city's diversion program if he doesn't have any priors. I discussed that with him. He told me he would rather just resolve his case today.
Well,
He does.
I understand.
He has no criminal history. He does. I'm showing he has a open theft out of Palm Beach County,
Open theft? Okay.
and it looks like he failed to appear in court on that case also.
I understand. Sir, he has an open theft out of West Palm that he failed to appear, and this case. So I'm going to leave his bond where it is at $250, and you can bond out, sir. I appointed Mr. McLawrence, though. All right?
Just so you're aware, in this case here before the court, he was in rehab in Ohio, and that's why he missed the court date. He's
I understand.
currently at a halfway house in Plantation right now. So,
I understand, but I do see a history of failing to show up in court on theft cases. So he's got to bond out today. Thank you.
thank you, Judge.
Okay. What else do we have? Yeah, I'm going to appoint Mr. McLawrence on all. Anything else, Mr. McLawrence?
No, that's all, Judge. I'll be bringing the orders up so the clerk doesn't have to do them.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Judge.
Yes, sir. Hey, ma'am, in the front row, which case you here on? Who is it? Is it on the docket? Okay. All right. They'll take care of you over here, all right? There you go. Sorry. Okay. Josephine Slade, Janet Sanders, and Kenesha Stokes. Please step forward.
No, I know. I just want to check something.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Slade. Okay, ma'am, you've been charged with possessing cannabis. Count 1. Count 2 is a misdemeanor for prostitution. Count 2 is a warrant. Count 1, your bond's $500, and on the warrant, take that back. Count 1 is $100. Count 2 on the warrant, that's $500 for failing to show up in court. Thank you. Janet Sanders. Morning, Ms. Sanders. Ma'am, you have a warrant on a traffic matter. It's expired driver's license, and it's not really that big a deal, but it does say you failed to show up in court. So,
With
Go
regards
ahead.
to that, I understand, in speaking with her briefly, she informed me that she's been in and out of the hospital. Well, I can't pinpoint the exact day, but she's been.
well, this isn't the, biggest case we're going to have on the docket here. Let me look here. So, a driver's license. Let me just see here when it. Okay, it expired in 2012, so you're going to have to go take care of that. Ma'am, let me just see here. Well, this could be me up at North Satellite, actually. Ma'am, I'll give you a... do you still live on 10th Street in Pompano, ma'am? No?
Hey,
Do you live on 23rd Drive in Wilton Manors now? Okay. Well, I'll give you. Would you like to resolve your case today? You can plead no contest, and I'll go ahead and I'll withhold adjudication, and they'll send you a bill in the mail. Would you like to do that? Do you understand? If you plead no contest, you're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. The case is wrapped up right now. You just plead no contest, and that's going to be the end of it. Is that understood? Okay, ma'am. How do you plead to expired driver's license? Okay, I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication, assess the minimum court cost, give her 6 months to pay. And, ma'am, all you have to do is go down and get pay the fee and get your license just reinstated, all right? All right, good luck. Thank you. How about Kenesha Stokes?
Ms. Stokes is here, President Maine.
Okay. Good morning,
Ms.
Miss.
Stokes is inquiring if her bond's been posted.
I wouldn't know. Let me find out.
Thank you, Judge.
Ma'am, you have 3 misdemeanors. They add up to $1,250 in bonds. Do we know if her bond's been posted? Well, in any event, ma'am, your bond's 1,000. What is it? It doesn't look like it's been posted. Your bond's $1,250. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Sean Kiri Woolfork.
She's here, President Maine.
Oh, let her stretch there for a minute. Okay, there you go. Ma'am, possession of PVP. Court finds probable cause. State, do we have a criminal record on Miss Woolfork?
yes, Your Honor, one moment.
While we're waiting on the state, Ms. Woolfork declined pre-trial.
Got it.
Trespass 2016, criminal mischief 2014, unlawful use of false name ID with the disorderly conduct of VOP on that 2011, theft 2010, resisting without violence, disorderly conduct 09, theft 08.
Got it. Okay, anything defense wants to say today?
Judge, she's living in Fort Lauderdale. She lives with her friend. She's been residing with her friend in the same apartment for 2 months now. Her rent is about $50 a week. Her mother, who lives in Fort Lauderdale, is helping her with the rent at this time. She is 27 years old, while Ms. Woolfork looks for employment.
I understand.
Her mother's going to be helping her post her bond.
Good.
So, Judge, we'd be asking you to consider lowering her bond from $1,000 to $500, making it more accessible for her mother.
Ma'am, based on your criminal record, I'm going to go ahead and leave your bond at $1,000. Thank you. How about Beth Leslie Trujillo, Lynette Troutman, and Dominique Green?
Judge, Ms. Trio is represented by private counsel.
Okay.
Helene Reisman
Oh, I know, Miss Riceman. Where is Miss Trujillo?
and North Broward.
Hey, Miss Trujillo, your lawyer is Helene Reisman. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a quick moment here. I may have her number here in my. Did you? I have her cell. Okay. Did you contact her already? Okay, I'll text her right now. If I have it. Oh, it may not work. You're right.
No.
They have they've cut us off here, or oh boy, it's not going through. You want
That guy that they were here on? Yeah. Here's what you gotta understand. Is this is a file case. He didn't register now.
Ms. Green, good morning, ma'am. You have an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, specifically a pistol.
Judge, I'm not going to get into the issue of probable cause. I think it's just odd that when the officer was looking for bullet trajectories and do a ballistics to see if there were any bullets fired, he didn't see any, and there was inconsistent statements from the.
One said there was one shot, and one said there were two shots, and there were people who were in the area.
Right.
I mean,
it just goes to the weight.
I think court noticed,
No, I was asking if the court can consider that.
Oh, the court always takes the totality of the circumstances. All right, State, does she have a criminal record?
Your Honor, I'm showing domestic violence battery 2010, trespass 08.
All right, ma'am. Are you currently employed?
Judge, I can do.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
She currently lives in the house with her boyfriend. She lives in Tamarack, Florida. She's been there for 2 years. She's a Broward County resident for 15 years. She does window tinting with her boyfriend, and they've been doing that job for about 2-3 years. She doesn't have much money in the bank, but she pays about $1,500 in rent, and then there are other miscellaneous bills that total up to $200, I guess, for electricity, $200, $100 for the cell phone. So she has she does pay a lot of bills. She splits it with her boyfriend. She was relying on her boyfriend to Walter to bond her out, but she can't say how much money he has in the bank.
Ma'am, I'm going to set your bond. I'm going to take into consideration the totality of the facts, the circumstances, and noting that there's been some items pointed out by the defense. Set your bond on at $3,500 on count one. Count two is a writ on a civil purge amount, $300. I think that has to do with child support. But I'm going to order you're not allowed to have any guns, any firearms, any weapons in your possession while you're on bond. If you do, that'll be a violation of your bond and you'll be rearrested. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
That includes every type of firearm, gun, no weapons of any type, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm going to order you have no contact directly or indirectly with Stephen Dorr. Don't have any contact with him and stay 500 feet from him and all of his property, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, what about Ari Tidwell, Apostolos Chakmakis, and Anthony Anselmo? Hi, Ari Tidwell.
Hey, Judy.
Hi, ma'am. That is possession of cocaine paraphernalia, and that is a suspended driver's license on 3. Court's going to find probable cause. Do we have a criminal record on Tidwell?
Yes, Judge. 2015, possession of PVP. And the only other thing I see is some traffic criminal offenses.
Okay. Ma'am, are you currently employed?
Yes, sir.
What type of work do you do, ma'am?
I sell flowers, but I don't make a lot of money.
Do you have any money in the bank right now?
No, sir.
How long have you lived down here in South Florida?
Well, I stay in South Florida, and I've been trying to come down to South Florida, but it's been hard.
Do you have family down here?
No, sir.
Who's going to help bond you out of jail today, ma'am?
I have one friend down here that can bond me out. If I can just locate the phone number, I'm hoping they figure out that I am in here, and they would help me get back up.
Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna set your bond based on your criminal record, lack of ties to the community at $1,000 on count 1. Good luck, all right? Thank you. How about Apostolos Chakmakis?
Judge, he's over at the North Broward, but he's been in custody since the 25th, and I believe he was in custody. He may have been in custody when these warrants.
Yeah, these are 2 MOs.
Yeah.
Let me ask.
I represent him on. He has a felony charge pending, and he's been in custody since the 25th. So
I got it. Hold on one moment.
Can I speak, please?
Hold on, sir. Hold on one moment. When did he go into custody? Do we know?
May 23rd.
Okay, so these were June 17th. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll just release some RR on these, all right? Okay?
Yeah, I took care of the other two cases I had.
You did.
Yeah, I was released yesterday, but because they didn't call me to court, I was in custody, you all didn't know.
Okay, would you like to plead no contest on these, or do you want me to just let you out and let you come back to court on them?
I'll plead no contest.
Do you understand open container trespassing? All right? Do you understand that by pleading no contest, your cases are over, you're not going to have a trial, you're not going to have your day in court? They're wrapped up right now, and all we're going to do is send you a bill in the mail. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand that.
How do you plead to both these charges?
No contest.
I'll withhold adjudication on both, 6 months to pay the minimal court cost, and I wish you the best. Good luck.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, let's see here. Spanish interpreter, you want to come on up? How are you doing? Good to see you.
I'm here.
Sorry about I don't do it as well as I should up at North. I hear you up there. I don't do the headphones up there.
Well, the technology is being a little temperamental
Yeah,
at best.
but I can hear your voice when we're doing it. It's kind of strange. We use a remote speaker up there, so we don't have the interpreters come into the court. They do it through the speaker system. It's kind of unusual, but oh well. I don't make the rules. So, okay. You want to make an announcement, sir?
Alguien necesita intérprete al español, levanta su mano y da el apellido en voz alta.
One gentleman's approaching. ¿Qué es su nombre? Oscar Gomez.
Okay.
Page, ¿qué página?
Anyone knows the page number?
Oh, 12.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Three warrants on felonies.
Usted se le acusa de que tiene 3 autos de arresto por delitos graves
You'll be held without bond on each charge.
y por cada uno de esos cargos va a ser retenido sin derecho a fianza.
You have a warrant on a traffic matter.
También tiene una orden de arresto por un asunto de tránsito.
That bond is $250.
Ahí hay fianza de $250.
You'll see your judge in the coming days. Thank you.
En breves días usted se verá con su juez respectivo de su causa. Gracias. Thank you very much.
The next individual would be Ronaldo Hernandez Morejon on page 14. Mr. Morejon?
Morejón.
And he declined the services of public defender.
Okay.
Dice que usted no aceptó los servicios del defensor público.
Let me see this for a second. Who did he allegedly?
What is his name?
Ronaldo Hernández Morejón,
Okay.
page 14. Oh,
Okay. Let me start over again here. Got it. Okay. Sir, you have 2 violations of probation.
so usted tiene 2 violaciones a su régimen de prueba
You'll be held without bond on both.
y por ambos será retenido sin derecho a fianza.
You will see your judge on July 5th.
Y en julio 5 tendrá cita con el juez de su causa.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Okay.
That is all that means.
Okay. Thank you. Anthony Anselmo, Christopher Watson, and Tristan Monastim.
Copy, Your Honor.
Judge, with regard to Mr. Anselmo, I filed a motion to release him However, this seems like a warrant had popped up, and he's been in custody at least for 33, 34 days. So if it's established that he didn't miss court being at the main jail, I'd ask the court to ROR him.
Okay. All right, the court will release Mr. Anselmo on his own recognizance. Thank you. Sir, you're going to be released on count 2. Thank you. How about Christopher Watson?
Mr. Watson's here at me.
Mr. Watson, count 4 is petty theft. Court finds what is he being held on count 1, 2, and 3 for?
One moment.
Okay. So I'm going to raise your bond based on the amount allegedly taken to $1,000 on count 4. Thank you. How about
Judge, could you confirm? I believe he's being held no bond on his other matters.
that is correct.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Fristen Monesteem? Mr. Monesteem, you're charged with count 1 as a warrant on a misdemeanor for, it's a municipal ordinance, sleeping on city property. I wish I had I only wish I had my computer was on, I could look these things up. Mr. Monesteem, would you like to, see, when was the last time he was in custody? Monesteem?
What's his BCCN?
821382.
Last Broward arrest was March 31st of 2014.
Okay. So would you like to resolve your case today, Mr. Monesteem?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead no contest, the case will be over with today. We're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. All we'll do is send you a bill in the mail, okay? All right. So how do you plead to one count of, I guess, sleeping on city property?
Guilty.
Okay. I'll accept that or withhold adjudication, and I'll give you 6 months to pay the minimum court costs, all right? Good luck. All right, thank you.
We feel like we're working against a ticking time bomb. It's not necessarily the case. He's not going to blow up at you.
Okay. How about Jamal Patterson, D'Angelo Boatwright, and Mal Thompson? If I call it your name, line up, please. There you go. Jamal Patterson, trespassing, sir. Court finds probable cause.
Mr. Patterson inquiring if you would consider resolving this case today, Judge?
Perhaps. Give me a moment. Does he have a criminal record, State?
Yes, Judge.
Does he have?
Showing
State also, if you see a sex offender notation,
of course.
you're going to tell me? Thank you.
yes. Your Honor, uttering a forged instrument, theft, possession of PvP. I don't think anything that would prevent the court from.
So, Mr. Patterson, if you want to plead no contest, we'll give you the time, night in jail. That'll be the end of the case. We'll send you a bill in the mail. You want to do that?
My system, they don't tell me.
All right, sir. You understand by pleading no contest, your case is over with. You're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. Case is wrapped up right now. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. How do you plead to one count of trespassing?
No contest.
I'll accept that or withhold adjudication. I'll assess the minimal court costs, and I'll give you 6 months to pay. Good luck. How about Lamont Glenn? Same thing, same place.
Mr. Glenn is here present, Judge. He's going to go ahead and bond out.
Is he?
No, where's Glenn? Mr. Glenn's here. He advised me he's going to post bond.
Okay.
That will say he's a registered sex offender.
Mr. Glenn, you're charged with cannabis and trespassing. If you want to resolve your case, I'll give you the same thing as your co-defendant. It's up to you.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Let me ask, does he have a criminal record, State?
Just need
Hold on, Mr. Glenn.
one moment, Judge.
Mr. Glenn, do you still live on 24th Avenue in Fort Lauderdale?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on. Do you have an apartment or unit number there?
No, sir.
Okay, stand by. I may let you out without posting a bond if I just find out you don't have a serious criminal record. Hold on.
I'm I'm showing.
Take care.
He's got a pending felony, Your Honor.
For what?
Possession of cocaine, felony possession of marijuana.
Sir, your bonds can be $100. Good luck. How about D'Angelo Boatwright?
Mr. Boatwright, your present, sir?
Okay, Mr. Boatwright, DUI and DUI with an enhanced breath rating of .209, .216. Court finds probable cause. State, do you have any priors on Mr. Boatwright?
I don't believe anything in Broward. I'll check to see if you'd like anywhere else. I do see he's from Dade.
Okay. Anything you want to say on behalf of Mr. Boatwright?
Judge, he lives with his wife. The only person that imposes on his wife, but she's a stay-at-home wife, so financially has no sort of resources. He's asking if you would consider releasing him on pretrial release, Judge.
Go ahead, State.
He's been to prison in the past. I'm showing out of the early 90s.
Sir, your bonds could be $500 on one, $1,000 on two. I do understand you've been to prison in the past. Thank you. How about Mally Thompson? Male Thompson?
Mr. Thompson, come on up. Mr. Mally Thompson is approaching judge. He declined to serve as the public defender.
Sir, you have a warrant on a misdemeanor for theft, and your bonds can be $500, sir. Thank you. How about Prince Desamores, Francisco Alvarez Chavez, and Todd Durkin? When I call out your name, step forward. Desamores, Alvarez Chavez, and Todd Durkin. Prince Desamores, you have a warrant on a traffic matter. License suspended. I'm going to let you bond out $500. Thank you. How about Francisco Alvarez Chavez? You have a warrant on a misdemeanor, driving on a suspended license, $500 bond. Thank you. Todd Durkin.
Is it Rudd or Reed?
Todd Durkin, please.
That's Judge retired Judge Robinson's maiden name. See what he's
Justin's approaching. He's asking Your Honor if you would consider resolving this case today.
So you've been charged with resisting arrest and trespassing. State, let me ask you, when was the last time Mr. Durkin was in?
Last time in was
Should be noted, the arrestee has been asked to leave this establishment on multiple occasions in the past, and there is no trespassing signs posted in the entryway of the Burger King. He was consuming a Hurricane 16-ounce malt liquor inside the Burger King at a table, and he wouldn't leave. They asked him just to leave, even though he's been told to leave many times. Okay, wow.
He's got a lot of prior arrests, but I am showing that his last one was in 2015 in Dade.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, does this gentleman, I'm not going to release him or work it out today. Does he have any money in the bank?
No, Judge.
Okay. Sir, how long have you lived in South Florida?
40 years.
Are you able to make bond? Do you have any money? Okay. Sir, based on your criminal record, the facts of the case, I'm going to set your bond at $100 on count one, $150 on count two, and I'm going to order you not to return to the Burger King. Thank you, sir. How about Luccasen Pofel?
He's here at Maine's municipal ordinance case?
Yes, sir. You have a municipal ordinance of, I think, violating the beach regulations. Do you want to resolve it today, sir, and plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you, does he have a criminal record, State?
Who's this, Your Honor?
This is Luccasen Pofel.
Okay. This is a municipal ordinance?
Yes.
Okay. I just need his BCCM number.
862501.
I'm showing 2016 got a possession of cocaine paraphernalia out of 2016.
Cocaine paraphernalia?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Sir, if you want to plead no contest, case will be over with today. You're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. It's wrapped up right now. Is that how you'd like to handle it?
Yes, I guess.
Okay, I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication. I wish you the best, sir. We'll send you a bill in the mail. Thank you. How about Franklin Burkett, then Edward Clay, then Lee Risher.
Come on up, sir. Judge, I've been informed Mr. Burkett bonded.
Bonded? Got it. How about Edward Clay?
Mr. Clay's here present, Judge, and me.
Sir, you've been charged with trespassing, and that's at the Quick Stop. Given prior notice for being at the Quick Stop. Court finds probable cause state. Does this gentleman have a record?
One moment, Judge.
Defendant, let me see. He's been trespassed on the property before. He refused to leave the Quick Stop. All right.
I think he's got a pending no valid DL, but that's it.
So does he want to resolve it today?
Judge, Mr. Clay is shaking his head as in yes. Oh, one more second. I believe he has one more question for me.
All right, hey, I'm gonna just go off.
Wishes to accept the court's offer of resolve.
You gotta appreciate the subtlety.
What? No. Okay. Sir, you're charged with trespassing. You want to plead no contest?
Yes.
Okay, you understand you're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. You're not going to... the case will be wrapped up right now. It's over with today. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. How do you plead to one count of trespassing?
Well, I mean, he's allowed to.
Okay, I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication. I'll give you 6 months to pay. Good luck. Thank you. How about Lee Risher?
He's over at North Broward. He'd like to resolve his case if the court is so inclined.
Okay, Mr. Risher, sir, you are charged with trespassing and, yeah, we talked, you have a brother in Aiken, South Carolina, right?
Yes.
Did we talk, did you get a note about that? Yeah, he's supposed to call his brother.
Your Honor,
Yep.
I can tell you, I did a little research. There's been issues in Aiken, South Carolina also.
Oh, really?
Mr. Richard. It's not like he just came down here and.
Oh, okay, got it.
Did I show you this? I didn't even check his criminal history.
Do you see any notes there?
I'll do the same thing I did yesterday. Oh, yes, way. Decent exposure, disorderly conduct, gross intoxication.
Mr. Risher, would you like to resolve your trespassing case today by pleading no contest? Okay, do you understand we're not going to have a trial? You're not going to have your day in court. You're not going to be able to argue out any facts of the case. The case is wrapped up today. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, is that how you want to resolve your case?
Yes.
How do you plead to trespassing, sir?
No contest.
I'll withhold adjudication, and I will assess the minimal court cost to give you 6 months to pay. But, Mr. Risher, I'm going to order you're not allowed to return to the Sawgrass Mills Mall, any of the properties surrounding it, all right?
All right.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, what about Corte Wells, Malik Wilson, and Robert Flagg? Sir, battery by a person detained in a jail facility. The court finds probable cause. And state, what's he being held on count 1 through 8? You want to give me the highlights on that?
Yes, Judge.
He's been in custody now for about 18 months, Judge.
Okay.
Ag assault, possession of weapon by convicted felon. He's got a no bond hold on a grand.
Okay, I'm going to set your bond at $1,000, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
How about Malik Wilson?
Your Honor, I don't believe he's in.
It's in court.
He's in court. If we could put this on recall, though, just because I'm going to get updated as to what's
Got
going
it.
on in this court case.
How about Robert Flagg? Mr. Flagg, you're charged with count 4, burglary of a conveyance, grand theft on count 5. State, what is he being held on? I find probable cause.
Just to advise you, one, he's got a total bond of $300,000. He came in over the weekend for strong arm robbery, aggravated battery, and one moment, Your Honor. But before the court sets the bonds, I just want to advise the court. It's strong arm robbery, aggravated battery, and burglary. The reason his bonds are so high, they were set pursuant to arrest warrant. The allegations is that he robbed a woman's car while she was at a gas station. He went to another car when she tried to get her purse back. He essentially grabbed hold of her and dragged her through the parking lot of the gas station. It was
Right.
caught on video.
The case we're here on today, Mr. Flagg is accused of approaching a woman, getting out of a car, getting her purse while she's in the car, while she's putting gas in her car, talking on the cell phone.
Let me make sure. I just want to make sure it's a different case, Your Honor.
And this is allegedly caught on surveillance.
I just want to make sure that they didn't create a problem.
No, it is. It's a different set of circumstances. They speak about dragging the woman in this. They refer to it, but this is definitely an alleged different incident. A few blocks away, a few minutes in time.
Your Honor, and just for clarification, yes, it was it involved a different woman. I'm looking at the name of the alleged
Right.
victim.
This is the second
Okay.
incident which happened close in time.
Okay.
this happened to a woman who, her name is Diana Jukes. So, anything, does he have a criminal record, State? Tell me about that.
On behalf of the state, he's been charged with a felony out of Miami-Dade for fleeing, eluding, concealed firearm, and cannabis.
Is that it? Now, these are not just arrests. These are actually where he was either withheld adjudication.
Those are currently pending, that case that I just mentioned.
Oh, those are pending out of Dade County? Fleeing and eluding and carrying concealed firearm?
Yes, and that's it, Your Honor.
Got it. Okay, defense, anything you'd like to say?
Judge, Mr. Flagg is 19 years old. He's been living in South Florida his whole life. He lives with his mother. They've been residing in the same household for his entire life. He's not working right now. He has no money in the bank, no property. He's actually looking for employment. He's right now, he was attending the program at Miami-Dade, trying to obtain his GED. He's still trying to obtain his GED. Judge, his mom is on disability, so their financial resources are quite limited. I'd ask you to take that into account in determining a reasonable bond on count 4 and 5.
Got it. Okay, sir, the court does note you live in Miami-Dade County. I see an address on the booking sheet, and I see another one on the police report. The court is concerned, sir, this is not isolated. This is ongoing violence and dangerous methods of committing crimes against women here in Broward County. It looks like you crossed county lines to come up to Broward to commit these crimes where you're confronting women at a gas station, stealing their purse, burglarizing their vehicle, and in one point, even though this was another case which allegedly happened recently, you allegedly dragged the woman through the parking lot when she was trying to retrieve her purse. In the case we're here on today, the woman was not accosted, but she was in close proximity of when you were allegedly committing the crime. The court also notes that you currently have an open case for fleeing and eluding out of Dade County and carrying concealed firearm out of Dade County. So it does look like you're committing crimes in Broward County, Dade County of a dangerous nature. And you lack ties to Broward County. And the court's concerned this is ongoing criminal activity. Your bond on count 1 is going to be $150,000. Count 2, $150,000 on count 1. Oh, I'm sorry, on count 4. It's $150,000, and on count 5, the grand theft, the court's going to set that bond at $25,000. So your new bond stay will be $200,000, and the court will order, so you're not allowed to have any direct or indirect contact with Diana Jukes. No contact directly or indirectly with her. Thank you very much, sir. 150 and 25. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, my math. I haven't had my coffee today. Enough. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to see D'Angelo Martin. Sir, violation of probation. That's a no bond hold. Sir, you see your judge on July 5th. Thank you. How about Lorenzo Bogan? Ivan Figueroa? And Byron Morris. Mr. Lorenzo Bogan, sir, 2 violations of probation. They're both no bond. You'll see your judge July 6th. Thank you. How about Ivan Figueroa?
Ivan Figueroa's here at me.
Sir, violating probation. You'll see your judge on July 5th, and that's a no bond hold. Thank you. How about Byron Morris? You're welcome. Byron Morris, violating probation. You'll see your judge on July 5th. That's a no bond hold. Thank you. How about Christopher Clark? No, I'm sorry. It's Christopher Clark. Sir, violation of probation, no bond, 3 counts. You'll see your judge July 10. Thank you. How about Anthony Lockhart?
Mr. Lockhart's here at me.
Sir, Count 1 and 2 are violations of probation. Count 1, $2,500 bond. Count 2, no bond. You'll see your judge July 13. Thank you. How about Isaiah Gaines, Anthony Davis, and Arthur White? Isaiah Gaines, grand theft, count 1, $10,000. Fraud, 2, $10,000. 3, illegal use of credit cards, $10,000. You're already on probation for grand theft, 2 counts of grand theft you're on probation for, and while you're on probation, you allegedly commit more grand theft, another fraud, and illegal use of credit cards. That's why the court set your bond where it has. Thank you. You're going to be held without bond on count 4 and 5.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I'm sorry. For Christopher Clark, I forgot to give you that. It was corrected. It's the same thing, just 2 counts instead of 3. The VOP was double booked.
Got it. There you go. Thank you. Anthony Davis. Sir, violation of parole, no bond. Thank you. How about Arthur White? Sir, grand theft, count 1, $1,000. 2 and 3 are violations of probation, no bond. You'll see your judge July 5th. Thank you. How about Charles Irving, William Sawyer, and Evan Acevedo?
Mr. Irving is here present?
Yes.
I don't know if you have all the pages of the affidavit. I know the confinement and the state only have the first page. The jail's looking into it, so unless you have the full affidavit.
I've got 1 page.
Yeah, it looks, and it says at the top 1 of 4. The jail's looking into it, so we're either going to have to put him on recall or just reset him.
I'll reset Irving for the PM docket. Mr. Charles Irving, please bring back for PM docket. Thank you, Walter. I'll put that in the corner over here.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Oh, I'll be back at 1:30.
Yes, sir. Thank you. William Sawyer.
Mr. Sawyer, come on up, please.
Sir, you've been charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, specifically a knife. Count 3, a battery. Count 4, resisting arrest with violence. Court finds probable cause. State, do we have a criminal record on Mr. Sawyer?
No priors found in Broward, Your Honor.
All right. Anything from the defense?
Judge, as the state confirmed, this is his first arrest ever. He's 22 years old. At this time, he is looking for work. He lives in Coral Springs with his mother. He financially has no money, bank, no property. We'd ask you to set a reasonable bond and also ask you to sign an order allowing us to photograph Mr. Sawyer's injuries.
Mr. Sawyer, who do you have family-wise down here in South Florida?
My mom.
Who else?
That's basically it.
Do you get are you working?
No, sir.
Do you get a check from the government?
Not yet, sir.
Excuse me?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Are you working on it, trying to get a check from the government?
Yes, my mom is.
Okay.
She mostly handles all that.
All right. Okay. Sir, is your mom going to help you bond out of jail today?
I'm hoping so, sir.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to set your bond on count 3 at $3,500, count 1 at $3,500, count 2 at $3,500, count 4 at $1,000, count 5. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, all right?
Okay.
I'm going to order a pretrial release with the GPS monitor. I'm going to order a house arrest, all right? Your total bond, $8,000 total, and $8,000 plus pretrial release, GPS monitor. I'm going to waive the cost of the monitor, and I have 4 counts. Pretrial release, GPS monitor, waive the cost. All right, sir, you're not allowed to possess any guns or weapons while you're out on release, all right? False ID given to the police, 100. 3, possession with intent to sell, manufacture, deliver methamphetamines, 2,500. Count 4, possession of a controlled substance, 1,005. Drug paraphernalia possession, 100. Count 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 are violations of probation or community control. You can be held without bond. You'll see your judge July 6th. Thank you. How about Martin Upfall, Elton Hicks, and Patrick Alfred? Okay, Upfall? Mr. Upfall, grand theft, quick finds probable cause. State, do we have a,
Well, he's currently in the Department of Corrections
Right.
custody. His sentence is due to end, I believe, Saturday. He's in custody from last year out of Palm Beach County, depositing check with intent to fraud, trafficking stolen property, commercial fraud, trafficking stolen property, 2 counts of grand theft, commercial fraud, depositing check with intent to defraud. He was sentenced to a year and a day state prison.
I got it. Sir, anything you want to say on behalf of this defendant?
Judge, he's been in custody. He's hoping his girlfriend will post his bond. I know this is a relatively older case. He wants to know who's the alleged victim on the case.
It's a guy that was, it alleges it was the guy that was going to sell him his watch
Right.
for $5,500.
Okay. Does he have any money in the bank? Could you give me some details, please?
Judge, he advised me he's been incarcerated now for over 15 months.
I'm going to set his bond at $2,500. I'll assume he has no money and excellent ties. He's in prison right now for grand theft and fraud. That's an appropriate bond. Thank you. Elton Hicks. Thank you. Elton Hicks. Med reset. We'll set this for Friday a.m. on Hicks, okay? Friday a.m. medical. Hicks is Friday a.m., all right? Here you go. What about Patrick Alfred? Mr. Alfred, good morning. Violating community control, no bond. Yes, sir, no bond. You'll see your judge July 5th. Thank you. How about Terrence McKinney, Anthony Garcia, and Cedric Polk? Terrence McKinney, 2 counts of violating probation, no bond hold. You'll see your judge July 5th. Thank you. How about Anthony Garcia? Grand theft, sir. Court finds probable cause. State of their priors on this gentleman.
There are, Your Honor.
Mr.
Possession of cannabis in 2008, DUI in 2010,
Got it.
burglary out of Palm Beach in 2016,
Got
possession
it.
of oxycodone in Palm Beach in 2012.
Got it.
That's it, Your Honor.
Got it. All right. Anything you want to say on behalf of this gentleman?
Judge, Mr. Garcia advised me he's actually looking for work. He has no money in the bank, no property. He lives in Boca with his parents. His parents have minimum paying jobs. One of his parents works at a factory. The other parent is a maintenance worker. He's asking if you could release him or consider releasing him on pretrial release.
Okay. Allegedly stole $339 worth from Target. He lives in Boca Raton. He allegedly, it looks like he crossed into Broward County to commit a crime. He has a prior burglary, oxycodone, cannabis, DUI. Court's going to raise his bond date at $2,500. He allegedly stole about $400 worth of items. Sir, I'm going to order that you are not allowed to return to the Target in Coral Springs. Thank you. How about Cedric Polk? Cedric Polk. Mr. Polk, burglary of a dwelling structure, conveyance armed, corruption by threat. Is this court finds probable cause? Is this defendant on probation?
Judge, I didn't see the armed aspect. I think
Hold
it's
on.
a burglary conveyance. It's a
Hold on. I may have.
Yeah, let me just see.
I believe you're right. I think that's a miss.
Just let the judge know.
State, you agree this is not armed, right?
Yes, state agrees, Your Honor.
Okay, so take that. Sorry about that. It's burglary of a conveyance, not armed.
Is he on juvenile probation right now?
It's hard to tell from the CCIS.
Got it. State, does he have a criminal record?
He, as a juvenile, Your Honor.
Don't say what they were. Yeah.
Yeah. If they're misdemeanors.
It is related.
It is? Okay.
Just wait a minute. Patrice, you sure he's still on probation?
He has a burglary of an unoccupied conveyance in 2016.
2015. That's when it was resolved, 2015.
2015. I apologize. And a battery in 2015.
Yeah, sure. Well, our mic's always on. See here. 2015 is the offense date.
That's the result date.
What now? Can't tell if he's still
Got
on
it.
or not. Okay, then I guess not.
Okay, now, State, do you have any, that's it. Okay, so defense, do you have anything to say?
Judge, Mr. Pollock is 18
You
years
don't have
old,
it on our book.
residing in South Florida his whole life. He lives in Lauderdale Lakes with his mother. They've been residing at the same location and address for the past 10 years. He's currently looking for employment. He has no money in bank, no property. He did attend Melrose High School, which is in Fort Lauderdale. He did tell me that unfortunately he had to drop out, but he plans on pursuing his GED. Judge, at this time financially he is indigent. We'd be asking you to take that into consideration, determining a reasonable bond on Mr. Pollock.
Okay, the court's going to consider the facts of the case. The witness was 100% certain identifying this defendant committing the auto burglary, and the court also notes his juvenile record and takes that into consideration. Sir, burglary of a conveyance on count 1 is going to be $5,000. Count 2, the threat to the police officer will be $2,500. Your total bond today is going to be $7,500. And I'm going to allow you to bond out. And I'm going to order, sir, that you are not allowed to have any contact with Luke Hendry Pirat directly or indirectly. No contact directly or indirectly. Thank you. How about Ronnie Morla?
Ronnie Morla?
Sir.
Judge, he declined to service the public defender.
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Sir, do you have a private attorney?
My dad told me that he was getting me one.
Okay. Court finds probable cause. Does this gentleman have a criminal record? State.
No criminal record, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Morla, how long have you lived in South Florida?
I've lived here my whole life.
Are you currently employed?
Not at the moment. I'm a full-time college student.
Where do you go to school?
I go to school at Broward College.
What did you graduate from a local high school here?
Yes.
Where'd you go to high school?
MacArthur High School.
Okay, and do you have any money in the bank?
No.
Do you own property or land or property here in South Florida? Okay, and do you have family here locally?
Yes.
Who do you have?
My father and all my uncles, my aunt, aunts, cousins, everyone.
Okay, sir, you know, I read the police report. State, do you have any comment?
No comment.
He has no record, right? No
record,
right?
Your Honor.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to set your bond today at $2,500. Based on the facts of the case, the court's concerned for the safety of the alleged victims. I'm going to order no contact with Alejandro Lopez, directly or indirectly. No contact with Alejandro Lopez. Okay? Thank you, sir. You can bond out.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You too.
That's when I say the number.
How about George Enriquez, Michael McGowan, and David Johnson? George Enriquez, Michael McGowan, and David Johnson.
Enriquez is over at the North Broward Jail.
Okay. There you go, Mr. Enriquez. License suspended. Give me a moment, Enriquez. I'll check this out. Okay. Mr. Enriquez, let me look. Mr. Enriquez, I'm looking at your driving record right now. You have multiple failures to appear in court in Miami-Dade on different cases. Yep. You've been convicted of driving on a suspended license multiple times. So I'm going to let you bond out today. You bond $750. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I'll call your friend now.
How about Michael McGowan? Mr. McGowan, possession of heroin, cocaine, and a traffic ticket. Court finds probable cause. Do we have a criminal record on McGowan?
We do, Your Honor. He was charged with possession of marijuana in 2015 in Palm Beach, 2010 giving a false name to an officer in Palm Beach, 2009 convicted of a felony for possession of cocaine in Palm Beach, 2 different times, same charge, possession of cocaine out of Palm Beach, and a misdemeanor in Orange County for trespass in 2007, and another felony in 2006 for conversion.
Are those okay. Anything you want to say from the defense?
Mr. McGowan advised me he's been residing in South Florida for 13 years. At this time, he is living in Pompano. He rents an apartment by himself. His rent is about $1,300 a month. He works for like a tax firm, signing people up. So he's a salesman. He's been doing that for about 1 year. He does have his father that could potentially post his bond, but unfortunately it's a long distance number, so he has no way of contacting him. I told him I would try and contact his father. Judge, what he's requesting is, considering his not extensive history, we'd be asking you to consider pretrial release on Mr. McGowan's behalf.
I understand. Sir, you have a history of failing to show up in court, I've been told, by pretrial. You have prior grand theft, trespassing, multiple cocaines, and cannabis. I'm going to let you bond out today. Your bond's $1,000 on 1 and $1,000 on 2. Thank you. How about David Johnson?
Mr. Johnson's here.
Mr. Johnson, good morning. Sir, burglary of a conveyance and theft. Court finds probable cause. State, Mr. David Johnson, can you please tell me if he has priors, but also look up his aliases, which are Willie Montgomery, Jermaine Montgomery, and Terry Montgomery.
Your Honor, starting with the priors for David Johnson. 2017 misdemeanors for unlawful possession, solicitation of prostitution, and resisting without violence out of Broward. In Palm Beach, he has a 2013 felony for uttering a forgery, 2 counts in grand theft. In 2013, he has a 3rd-degree felony for delivery, possession of controlled substance.
Where's that out of?
That is out of Broward County.
Okay.
Okay, he went through drug court in Broward County in 2012. He has a burglary of a structure unoccupied and petty theft in 2010. He went to prison on the burglary structure of unoccupied.
As a habitual offender.
What year was that?
That was in 2010, and he went as a habitual offender. In 2007, he has delivery of a controlled substance.
Imitation controlled substance.
In 2001, his battery on a law enforcement officer out of Broward, as well as resisting without violence.
To see prison on that.
and he went to state prison on that in 2000.
That's good.
Well, Your Honor, if I may, just one other prior thing the court should be aware of.
Go ahead.
1989, he had two separate cases. One was he was convicted of manslaughter, and the second case he was convicted of burglary of a dwelling out of Broward, sentenced to 10 years state prison.
Both together,
Two
sentenced?
separate cases. Yes, he was sentenced concurrently.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Anything you want to say, sir?
Judge Mr. Johnson's 44 years old, residing in South Florida his whole life. He did enroll in school. He's going to Florida Barber Academy. Unfortunately, at this time, he's not working. He's in the process of filing for disability. He lives with his sister in Fort Lauderdale. They've been residing at that household for about 10 years now. He has no money and make no property. He's financially indigent. I'd ask you to take that into consideration as well.
Yes, sir.
Earning a reasonable bond for Mr. Johnson.
Yes, sir. Mr. Johnson, you've been declared a habitual offender in the past. You have gone to prison for manslaughter, for burglary of a dwelling, battery on a police officer, burglary of a structure, theft. You went to prison on that. You've been convicted of felony drug charges, grand thefts, forgery, procuring prostitution, delivery of drugs. So you have a history of burglary, violent crimes. You've gone to prison. You've been declared a habitual offender. And now you're allegedly stealing a purse out of a woman's car and holding it for ransom. And then you allegedly contacted her back and told her she didn't pay you money. You wouldn't give her purse back. So I'm going to set your bond today on count 1 at $10,000. Count 2, the theft, I'm going to set that at $2,500. Total bond today is going to be $12,500. And it's based on your lengthy criminal record, the strength of the case against you. Thank you, sir. How about,
Your Honor, can we ask for no further contact?
yeah,
with
no
that person?
contact with the alleged victim directly or indirectly. Let me give her name. Count 1's 10,000, 2, 2,500. No contact with Ashley Medina directly or indirectly. Thank you. Yes, sir. How about Isaiah White? Isaiah White, please step forward, sir. Please move to the side. Move to the side. Thank you. Isaiah White, grand theft auto, resisting arrest. Court finds probable cause. State, do we have a criminal record on Isaiah White?
It's a juvenile record, Your Honor.
no income coming in, no money in bank, no property. We'd ask you for two requests. One, we'd ask you to sign an order so we could photograph Mr. White's injuries, and also we'd be asking you for a phone order as well.
Sir, it says you were in a vehicle. I believe you were the driver of the vehicle, as I can see. Dodge Charger driving, got caught on a license identification system, and it says that you began to flee southbound at a high rate of speed, and then it says that you stopped the vehicle and you bailed out of the vehicle, began running to the rear of houses, got picked up. The court has found out what your juvenile record is. It's extensive, it's serious, and the court believes that some of that juvenile record probably could be used to score on the felony cases if you're convicted of these. The court believes you represent a danger to the community, driving a stolen vehicle at a high rate of speed, and then bailing out and running in between people's homes. And taking into consideration your juvenile record, court setting your bond on count one, the grand theft auto, at $8,500. Count two, the resisting arrest, court's going to set that bond at $1,500. Your total bond today is $10,000. I'm going to order pretrial release with a GPS monitor, and I will waive the cost of the monitor. But that's going to be house arrest. That's going to be a lockdown, all right? Okay, thank you very much, sir. How about Jerry Linares, Wayne McLemore, and Vincent Woodard? Okay, Jerry Linares, possession with intent to sell, manufacture, deliver cannabis, driving on a suspended driver's license. Okay, the court finds probable cause. Mr. Linares has no driver's. I have here that he has no license, and however, the license that he does not have is currently suspended because he's gotten tickets, and he's not allegedly, it shows he's failed to show up in court on them. He's been ticketed in the past for driving with no license 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times he's been arrested. Well, I don't know how many times he's been arrested for it, but he has 5 prior times that he's been gotten a ticket for no driver's license, and he's got other ones he didn't show up in court on. So, all right. Now, state any priors.
You're a juvenile prior.
Is it relevant to this?
No.
Excuse me.
No problem.
Okay, good. All right, so your bond on count 1 is $1,000, but count 2, court's going to set your bond at $2,500. Court's considering the failures to appear, multiple failures to appear on your driving record. Court's also going to consider how many times you've been ticketed and charged with operating with no driver's license. You have no driver's license, so you may want to consider just not driving any longer. Thank you, sir. How about Wayne McLemore? Wayne McLemore. Sir, violating community control. That's a no bond hold. You'll see your judge July 5th. Thank you. How about Vincent Woodard?
So Woodard? Yes.
What is that? Did he? Right. On the same charges?
John, you could ask Laura. So if you want.
What did I give him yesterday? $100 on count 1?
Yes, I need my schedule.
front of me. Okay, then just email me. Let me know.
Okay, count 7 was resolved.
Weekend, the week after.
So count 7 is ROR'd at this point, right?
Yeah, just next 2 weeks.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to pay the $6,000 on count 7, right? Because it was resolved? Okay, so count 1's going to be 100. Count 4, 5, and 6 are no bond. And ROR count 7 because that has been resolved in your division. All right? Thank you, sir. Okay. Okay, we have Malik Wilson and Beth Trujillo. What are we waiting for on those? Do we know? What? Okay, what about, why don't we just put Trujillo on the afternoon? We'll try to get a hold of. Where's Beth Trujillo? Miss Trujillo, are you there? Is Miss Trujillo at North Broward? Well, nobody's answering up there. North Broward, can you hear me up there? You know, let's set Trujillo for PM docket. Here, I'll put it over here. Trujillo on PM docket. Okay, I'll give you the corner shot over there. We'll hold off on Malik Wilson for a few minutes, all right?
I gotta say that I filed a motion to withdraw in the case, so I'm not, the public
Okay.
defender's office is
Do you, who's Malik Wilson's attorney?
I can tell, well, Your Honor, if I may, one, as far as the Arthur hearing, Judge Bailey denied bond.
Okay.
I'm showing that Joshua Fisher filed a notice of appearance.
Do you want to call Joshua Fisher? We'll set this for 1:30.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
So we'll set Malik Wilson for the PM docket today also. And if you could maybe call over and have his body brought here for 1:30. There you go. Thank you, everyone. We'll see everyone back here at 1:30. We're out from first appearance until then.